This broadcast will start in 15 seconds. This broadcast will start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Voice of Stockton. For more information on The Voice of Stockton, go to thevoiceofstockton.org.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS, The Voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
Da 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 da, shabba da do da 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 da, shabba da dee da da da, shabba da dee da do.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another amazing episode of Kitchen Conversations here on The Voice of Stockton on KXVS Radio. Now, without further ado, let's introduce our host of the show, Chef Tobias Cooks.
Yay! Good morning, Thursday morning. Welcome, Chef Tobias Cooks with The Voice of Stockton. Yes, we are live today. I am so very excited to be here. It is October, right?
Oh, my favorite month of the year.
This is my favorite month of the year. Now, I know why it's your favorite month.
Oh, yeah. God, it's my birthday.
Yes,
Yup.
It's your birthday. But my birthday is actually in May. I'm a Gemini.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So, however, I love October. Reason being because October has so many great memories for me as a child. Halloween.
Oh, my favorite holiday of the year.
Now, when I was growing up, Halloween, like, I couldn't dress up scary, so I couldn't be like a witch or a vampire.
But that's the best part.
No. And I still do not allow my kids to be anything scary. So,
Okay.
no scary costumes for Halloween, but I have been many of animals. And for the past 10 years, I have been Cleopatra.
Oh.
And last year, I was a French chef. Go figure on that one.
Oh, man.
And this year, I will be
What are you going to be, Chef?
Cleopatra again.
Oh! Yes.
Yes, I just bought the blue eyeshadow. So I am going to do Cleopatra for the 11th time, okay? I am no shame.
Hey, 11th time's the charm, eh?
Yes. So October, I love it. It's the beginning of fall. It's the beginning of the holidays. We have our first holiday. So excited. All the kids get together. You know, I really just love giving out candy. That's like my favorite thing to do. Like, my favorite thing to do is to give out candy.
Okay.
I'm not a big trick-or-treater. Never have been a big trick-or-treater.
I always love taking my little brother trick-or-treat.
Yeah. So I love giving out candy. That's what I usually do. I just dress up and sit out and give out candy. That's my favorite thing to do.
Okay.
But the other reason why I love October so much is pumpkin.
Yes.
I am a huge pumpkin fan. Okay, so here's the thing. My 6-year-old cried at the grocery store.
Oh, no.
Because we went and got a pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
And I cooked it. And
Oh,
he was like,
no
you killed the
jack-o'-lantern.
pumpkin. He was like, you killed the pumpkin. I'm like, yeah.
Yep. There you go.
I mean, it wasn't no happy face on that pumpkin. So I promised him that I was going to purchase another pumpkin, and he was going to be able to make a happy face on the pumpkin, right?
That's good.
I'm trying to be a good mom.
That's good.
So today's show is Cooking with Pumpkin.
Yes.
Chef Tobias Cook killed the pumpkin. So don't leave your pumpkins around me. You hear me? Don't leave your pumpkins around me. Yes.
She's out to get him.
Yes, I will get the pumpkins. I have no problem. I love pumpkin. Yes. All right. And with pumpkin, I like pumpkin pie. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Do not send me any hate mail because I like pumpkin pie.
It's a
yes,
good pie.
I do. I like pumpkin
Great
pie.
for Thanksgiving.
Yes, it is. Especially pumpkin cheesecake.
Oh.
But that's next week's show. That's next
Oh.
week's show. We'll get into the pumpkin bacon next week, right?
Okay.
That's
All
another
right.
thing I like about October is you get to break out all the cookies. Okay, that's the next show. That's next week. Catch you next week.
Little sneak peek.
Yeah, we'll bring it on next week. But today is Cooking with Pumpkin.
Yes.
So there's so many ways to cook. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I could talk loud. There's so many ways to cook with pumpkin. I'm sure if you go on YouTube, if you go on Facebook Watch right now, there are all kinds of tutorials out, videos out on the television show, the cooking shows. Everything right now is about pumpkin. I personally like pumpkin. I learned how to cook with pumpkin a few years ago. Actually, what happened was I was cooking, and I was cooking with one guy who was actually from Jamaica. And he was making some really great pumpkin recipes. And so I just kind of picked that up for him a little bit. But today is not Jamaican recipes. So basically, you could take pumpkin and blend it in with your everyday foods. Like just about every food that you eat, you could blend pumpkin in. Look up pumpkin online, the nutrition value, whatever. You could boil the pumpkin, you could bake a pumpkin, roast the pumpkin, you can mash it up, you can put it in your pancakes, your soups, you could do it curry pumpkin soup, all kinds of stuff. And that would be, you would roast the pumpkin with the potatoes, with the carrots, with the celery, bell peppers, and of course coconut milk, and then you would add your curry to that. Also, I love pumpkin with green curry as well. I've had pumpkin with goat curry as well, but I don't have any goat today. So we just gonna stick with the basic, right? Okay, so let's get into it. Yes. So the first thing that I love to do with pumpkin is when you get the pumpkin, you clean out the pumpkin, right? Before you carve the happy face and all that. Get the rinds out. Well, my pumpkin didn't make it to that point. Oh, okay. I sliced it down the middle. Just and then crack it open. So what you do is you can use an ice cream scooper. I use an ice cream scooper because it's easier. Scoop it out, and I put all the inners like in a bowl, and that would be the seeds, that would be all of the flesh that is inside the pumpkin. So what do I do with that? I saute it. Actually, it's going to be on my Facebook. I'm going to post exactly what I did with it. Is I sauteed it in like a little olive oil, or you could use butter. But if you want to keep it vegan, you can use a little olive oil, saute it. You can smell the pumpkin seeds. Like you can smell it. You can smell it being roasted. I would saute it to like a little brown around the edges. After that, I put it in the blender. Put it in the blender with hot boiling water. So it depends on, of course, how much pumpkin you have. I would say maybe about 3 cups to maybe a cup of hot water. So every 3 cups of the pumpkin that you sauteed to a cup of hot water in the blender. In there, I will add pumpkin spice. I will add salt. I will add pepper, and that's pretty much about it. I'll blend it up, and then it'll make this beautiful pumpkin paste. Look at that. Oh, that looks delicious. It is. And remember, this is the seeds. It's the seeds. It's the innards, everything. And it'll make just this fabulous pumpkin paste. And you can strain it if you need to. If you need to strain it, you can. You can strain it if you need to. But I don't strain mine because I do like the little nuttiness of the pumpkin seeds. It kind of give it like this earthy, kind of nutty kind of texture. So this is my base. And this is the base for all of my pumpkin cooking. Right here. This is it. Secret recipe. Yes, so this is the base. This is my pumpkin base. Now, if I do pumpkin pie, I won't use this. Okay. Because of the nuttiness of the seed. But as far as the cooking part, I will use this. So this is my pumpkin. Look at all that goodness. And it smells delicious, huh? Smells great. Oh, add the pumpkin spice to it, please. So with that, I can go ahead and I can make my pumpkin gravy. Ooh. Yes. Pumpkin sauce. Ooh. You can add it to pasta like I did here. You can do this with olive oil, white wine vinegar.
Okay.
And make a salad dressing with a little lemon, salt, and pepper.
Salad dressing.
And you can have a pumpkin salad dressing. Oh my goodness. Delicious. And then also you can add this to your soups as well. So this is basically for cooking. This is like because this is going to give you the pumpkin flavor. This is like the concentrated pumpkin flavor. So it's the seeds, it's all the inners of the pumpkin. I wish I could go around to every house and collect all of the pumpkin inners so I can make my little pumpkin base, and you can put it in Ziploc bags and freeze it as well so that you can have it. So this is like the base of all the pumpkin cooking. All right, so speaking of pumpkin gravy, what I did is I put it in a pan, a little olive oil, and then I added some heavy cream. Little heavy cream, cook it down, salt and pepper, little nutmeg, little pumpkin spice, and then it'll give you a beautiful pumpkin gravy or pumpkin sauce. So you can add that to anything that you cook, your tofu, your fish, chicken, your pork, your beef. If you do it with beef, add a little mustard because of the gaminess of the beef. Just a little mustard to kind of brighten up the flavor a little bit. All right, so roast the pumpkin. Of course, I had to roast the pumpkin, right? So I cut the pumpkin, washed the outside out real good. I cut it. Again, I'm gonna post the pictures on my Facebook page so you can see exactly how I cut the pumpkin up. Okay, so cut the pumpkin, roast the pumpkin. I had some sweet potatoes, I had some yams because that's the kind of girl I am. I roasted my sweet potatoes and I roasted my yams and I roasted my pumpkin. Sweet potatoes and yams are completely different when you go to the grocery store. Remember, the sweet potatoes are like the lighter pink flesh. The yams is the darker pink flesh. Okay, so roast those in the oven. Took them out, of course, no skin, pumpkin, put it in a bowl, brown sugar, pumpkin spice, butter. If you want to go vegan, do not do the butter, but butter. Blend it really good. Leave it a little little chunkiness, okay? Chicken, so easy with the chicken. Saute the chicken on both sides in a little olive oil, salt and pepper, garlic. After that, hit it with some pumpkin spice. Little water, steam it up a little bit. Then you're going to come with your pumpkin base that I told you about. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to have a beautiful.
Oh, look at that.
Beautiful sweet potato pumpkin mash. Sweet potato, like a mashed potato.
Yeah.
But it's with pumpkin. I got my little pumpkin gravy right here, and I got my pumpkin spice chicken, just like that. Look at that.
Looks just like mashed potatoes.
Yeah, it does. Just like it. Tastes so good. And, of course, the calories, whatever, like that. And then that's the pumpkin gravy right there. And then you got the sweet potato and pumpkin mash with brown sugar, pumpkin spice, butter, whip it up. It's just delicious, I'm telling you. Make sure you roast the sweet potatoes and the pumpkin first. All right, so you have a nice little October meal with pumpkin, right? That's almost like a little kind of getting ready for Thanksgiving kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so I love that. Okay, so the next one, and this is a meal. I should have started with the salads and stuff first, but that's okay. So while you're roasting your pumpkin, of course, you cut it, and then take the roasted parts, add a little, you can add any kind of greens. You know, this is a arugula here. You can add any kind you want. These raisins are the tricolor raisins. I got them at the grocery store in the bin. So they're the golden raisin, they're the red raisins, they're the dark raisins. Basically, it's the color of the grapes. Yeah, and then you just add it on top. This one is vegan. Of course, you don't have to make it vegan. You can add chicken to it. You can add croutons to it. Whatever you like to do. But I do that, and then I have like a little olive oil right here from Olive Drop. All right, and look. I just put it across just like that. Let's see. See how it just shined up? Just like that. Mm-hmm. Look at that.
Oh, man.
Look at that. Just like that. Ooh,
Nice and shiny.
Yes. And that's the lemon olive oil.
Oh, you can smell
from
the lemon.
Olive Drop Olive Oil Company in Lodi, California. Look at that one. You can smell it. Look how
Yeah, you can really
it smells
smell
so
the
good.
lemons. Oh.
And if you want to kick this up a notch, you can add some feta cheese and some cube apples as well. All right, so that is the roasted pumpkin with any kind of green leaf. Make sure it's dark green leaf. Tri-color raisins. Okay, and then that's the lemon olive oil. The lemon olive oil. If you want, you can add feta cheese to it and cube apples as well. So
Okay.
that's great. So my second one, I love this one. This is like my favorite. This one is the pumpkin hummus.
Pumpkin hummus.
Yes.
Oh, just look at that.
Yes. Pumpkin hummus with pumpkin spice plantains. All right. So I don't have to tell you how to do plantains. I don't tell you how to do hummus. You can look it up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, really, seriously, look it up.
Simple
So
recipe.
you will make your hummus the way that you will make your hummus, however you make your hummus. Okay, you'll do your plantains. You'll slice them. And these here, I slice them like long, like little long vertical kind
Little
of
discs.
long. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's okay. We're gonna eat that. So here, just long, kind of give it like a long. You want to fry it till it's like brown. You don't want it yellow, you know. You do want it a little toasty. After you fry it, when it's still hot, put the pumpkin spice right on top so it can melt down into it. And then your hummus, you make your hummus typically the way you make your hummus. The only thing with that is you're going to add the roasted pumpkin. So you're going to roast your pumpkin. And you're going to put all your items in your food processor. Okay? Put the roasted pumpkin in there. Pumpkin spice. Have to do the pumpkin spice. And then you blend it. You blend it like no tomorrow. And I promise you, pumpkin hummus. Oh my goodness. This will go a long way. It's beautiful. Look. And then you got the plantains with the pumpkin spice on side. Just great, great, great. Okay, so the pasta.
Yes.
I made pumpkin carbonara pasta. Did I say it right? I hope I did.
Pumpkin carbonara
Or I
pasta.
won't be able to go to Italy. Yeah, so pumpkin carbonara. This is you have to know how to make carbonara. I don't have enough time to really explain to you that process. It is a little process of making it, but it is very easy to make. So look up carbonara. So when I made the carbonara, what did I do is I used my pumpkin base. I went back to my pumpkin base and added it to my carbonara sauce, added a little bit more pumpkin spice. With this particular carbonara sauce, before I added the heavy cream and the egg to it, because that's what makes it coagulate, is I use hard cider. I cook the noodles in hard cider. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Okay,
Yeah.
It's delicious. Okay,
Definitely.
yes, and that will bring your pasta to life. Okay, you add the sauce to it, add the pumpkin base to it again, little salt and pepper, some pumpkin spice. Boom! Look at, I got my roasted, my little roasted pumpkins. But this is it right here. When it's hot, the pasta is like smoking hot.
Yeah.
You want to add some ricotta cheese to it.
Ooh.
Right in the middle. Look. Just like this.
And just let it melt in there.
Just let it melt in. When it's all nice and hot, look at that.
Oh, man.
I just add the ricotta cheese right on top. And of course, when it's like smoking hot, did you get that?
Yeah.
When it's like smoking hot, it'll like melt down on the sides. So by the time you put it on the table, it'll just be beautiful, okay? So look at that. That is pumpkin. Pumpkin carbonara pasta with roasted pumpkin and ricotta cheese on top.
Fantastic.
Yes, look at that. carbonara, pasta, pumpkin, roasted pumpkin with ricotta cheese on top. Remember, when your pasta is hot, the ricotta cheese would just melt all the way down. And I love using like these big pasta bowls for just like this here. Yeah. So look that up, how to make your carbonara sauce. Go ahead, add the pumpkin base to it, little pumpkin spice on it. Woo-wee. Okay, so the last one I have is this one here.
I'm excited about this one.
This is pumpkin chili.
Yup.
Pumpkin chili. It smells delicious, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Smells delicious. This is pumpkin chili. Pumpkin chili. But guess what? It's vegan.
Vegan, you hear that?
It is vegan. I want you to taste it. Go ahead, taste it.
Okay. I'm
It's vegan. I hope it's still warm a little bit. Yeah.
Small little bit.
Get the roasted pumpkin. It's vegan. It's vegan. Vegan pumpkin chili.
It tastes just like the real thing.
It does. It is the real thing. Well,
Yeah.
it ain't Texas real thing, you know. Pumpkin chili. So I have to give you the recipe for that. It is so super, super easy. Chop your white onions. Put it in a pan.
Okay.
Oil. Saute it. Soy riso. Soy
riso.
riso in it. Cook it till it's nice and brown. Add your red beans. I like red beans. Some people put kidney beans in it. That's okay. You want some water?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. I put red beans in it, or you could do kidney beans with red beans. Cook it really, really good. Add a little liquid to it to cook it down a bit. I personally would add red wine to it. And then add your roasted pumpkin. Toss it in there. Let it cook down for about another 30 minutes slow, and you will have the best. And then you add your seasonings, of course. You have to add your cumin, your paprika, your salt, your pepper, and a little more pumpkin spice that I add to it. I'm trying to tell you, pumpkin chili.
Pumpkin seems to be doing wonders today.
I know her, right? And this is not even all the recipes that I have for pumpkin. Like, I have like so much. Like, I literally cook pumpkin at home, seriously, and the kids eat it. They have no idea. They really don't trip. But the 6-year-old, you know, he's in first grade now, so he's reading pumpkin stories and all the little stuff. So now he's like, "Mommy killed the pumpkin." That's okay. I can take it. But guess what? He gonna eat, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So listen, this is just a few ideas of what you could do with pumpkin. People don't know that you can actually cook with pumpkin. Get yourself a pumpkin. Leave the skin on, because you're going to take the skin off after you roast it. If you try to take it off before, you could probably cut yourself, or it could be a little brittle. You would have to use a meat cleaver to get the skin off. So for me, wash it, take out the insides of it, cut it, a little olive oil, salt, and pepper, put it in the oven about 400 degrees, 15 minutes, take it out, then you can peel it. You can do everything to it, trust me. You can do potato mash, you can do sweet potato mash with it. You can do hummus like I did here. You can do the hummus. You could do the pumpkin base that I told you. This will give you the basis for all the cooking. Pumpkin salad, pumpkin vegan chili, and pumpkin carbonara pasta with ricotta cheese. I'm excited. You excited?
I'm definitely excited.
Yes. And with the pumpkin base, like I said, you could use that for everything. You could use it for your shellfish, your fish, your pork, your beef. You can even use it with lamb. I don't eat lamb this time of year, but maybe I should save some pumpkin and see how that go. All right. So are we good? We good? Buy a pumpkin. Don't just carve it. Put a happy face on it. Let it rot. Buy a pumpkin and cook it. Okay? Don't make the pie. Buy a pie. But cook your pumpkin. Cook your pumpkin. Next week we are coming back with bacon, and we're gonna have all little goods of bacon, and not bacon, but bacon cookies and brownies and all that
Both
kind of stuff.
sound great to me.
Yes, but today I really wanted to do the pumpkin because I wanted to give you a chance for the rest of the month to get out and cook a pumpkin. Just cook it.
Just cook it.
Put it in the pot and boil it.
Just get it done.
Put some seasoning on it. Put a chicken in it. Some curry. Potatoes, carrots, celery. Have yourself a pumpkin soup. How about that? Pumpkin stew.
Sounds delish.
It does sound good. That actually sounds good, and I didn't even make it. I'm gonna have to do that this weekend.
Maybe someday.
Yes. Oh, someday. Okay, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Chef Tobias cooks with the voice of Stockton. Thank you for joining me today on our pumpkin show. Remember, cook a pumpkin. Cook a pumpkin. Yes! Go on to the Voice of Stockton. Remember, click, share, donate. Click, share, donate. Visit me, Chef Tobias Cooks, on the Voice of Stockton. Also, Chef Tobias Cooks on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I will have the pictures up later, show you how I cut the pumpkin and how I did my pumpkin base. Okay, see you next week. Happy fall. Yay!
Yeah,